All right, YouTubers, here's a short video to address the Briggs Stratton engines, small engines with the Instart system. This mower, I picked it up off Facebook Marketplace for 40 quid because the previous owner couldn't get it started. They said they didn't have a charger or the battery wouldn't start it. I don't know why, but this is an expensive mower. I think they're about £1,000 new. It doesn't look like it's hardly used, and for some reason Briggs Stratton, when they brought this new Instart technology which starts the engine with a battery, they got rid of the pull cord, so there's no option to manually start the engine. So basically, if the battery goes bad, the wiring, the start button, or the electric starter down there goes, you've no real way of starting the engine other than with a drill. But you've got to take the plastic cover off and you've got to put that on the crankshaft and then get that to go. And obviously that's not an ideal way to have to start your mower every time. So I thought this might be helpful for a couple of people looking to maybe modify or change this. You can retrofit a manual pull cord to these engines. That's the original top cover for it. This is a 675 IS or Instart engine. You can get the replacement ones of these that has the pull cord instead, which is a pretty cheap fix, to be fair. Or what I'm going to do is I want to try and keep the electric start, but I don't want to be tied into these Briggs Stratton batteries. I'm not going to waste money buying a new charger or a battery for this. I'm going to fit a Makita battery, which is obviously 18 volts. These batteries are about 10.8 volts, and the starter down there looks like it's 12 volts. So I'm going to put a voltage step down on here to bring it down to 12 volts, and then hopefully see if that works. So I've already had this mower started up. It's done a rough cut of the grass here. I used the drill to get it going, and that worked fine. So we know the engine's good. We just need to now fit the electric portion in the second part of the video. Right, the Amazon delivery driver's been, and they brought some presents. So what we got here, two bits I've ordered: the battery connector, the aftermarket ones, not official, that connect to Makita batteries, so that you can kind of plumb in any 18 volt system to the Makita. And obviously, to step it down to 12 volts, I got a voltage, cheap Chinese voltage regulator that brings it anything from, I think, 24 to 40 volts all the way down to 12. So that should bring it down to 12 volts. I'm gonna just plumb this all together, see if the proof of concept works, and if it does, I'll then hardwire it and mount it onto the machine properly. All right. Right, this is just to check this is working properly. So out of the battery, through the step down, and the meter reading 12 volts out of an 18 volt Makita battery. Okay, here it is all wired up. Through the step down, a little bit of a bastardization of the switch, because I think it had like an earth switch with the battery there, and then up to switch on the handle. I've got the cutoff depressed. We'll try it out. Yeah, go on. Well, that's a success. So that'll make it look pretty. I get it all wired up. Backup plan to all of this if it didn't work, in case maybe the electric starter had gone or the switch. I wasn't going to throw any more money at it. I was just going to get one of the manual pull starts and get that fitted. But this was a reasonably cheap investment to try and get it to work almost like it was before, and probably better, frankly. So how much did this cost me? This little Makita battery adapter, they're about £12 on Amazon. Same with the regulator, that was the same, about £12, £13. So 25 quid, and it's got it converted to a Makita AT volt system, and get rid of the crappy Briggs system, which I think the battery's a little underrated for getting this thing started anyway. So that's a win. I'll come back when it's all put together and show you the finished product. Okay guys, that's the installation complete. Mounted the battery holder in the original one, just chiseled out the sides of here. I'm never going to fit the Instart battery in it again, so didn't mind doing that. It's just screwed in through these 4 screws. This is zip tied on here for the time being. I might bolt that on later. Tidy up the wiring loom, solder it all in properly when I have a bit more time. I'm going to get these guys out for a walk, so just wanted to get this finished, see what it looked like. So this is it with the battery mounted. It mounts on the other side now. It looks pretty factory. I'm fairly pleased with how that looks. So I guess here's the acid test. Let's see if it starts properly. Excellent. So pleased with that. A little slow to start because I didn't have any regular unleaded. It's actually got some 2-stroke mix in there. It's not going to do it any harm, but that's probably why it's a little harder to start it until I can go and pick up some proper unleaded from the gas station. Right guys, hope that helps some of you looking to maybe convert this Briggs Stratton engines with the Instart to another kind of battery system. It would probably work just as well with one of the DeWalt or Milwaukee or any of the other battery systems that you probably already invested in, rather than having to buy yet another crappy lower quality battery and charger system. Yep, hope that helps somebody, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.